Kicks up top of the key to McLeod. McLeod penetrates straight down the lane. Nobody there, but he misses the shot. ODA's the board inside. He misses the follow. Rebound pulled down by Simmons. Going to have a foul called out on the floor.
I'm not trying to second-guess the young man, but that's the opportunity right there I'm talking about. Jalen drives the middle. Defense steps up to stop him. He's got ODA's on the block. It's just a little bounce pass, a little give to him, and it's off the glass. Instead, he tries to shoot that running one-hander. He misses. ODA's gets a rebound. We don't get a score, but that's what I'm talking about right there. You have the opportunity to get the assist. Let ODA's take it.
Panthers inbound from underneath. It's 9-9, and there's a steal by the Vikings, and a foul is going to go against North Crowley. That one's going to be on Brandon Webb. He just checked into the game along with Altez Davis. That's the third foul on the Panthers, and sloppy play by North Crowley a little bit there. That steal was by Thomas. Panthers picking up full court. Vikings inbound.
Here comes a trap as he turns.
Baseball pass up the court is good to Thomas. Thomas goes to the hole, draws the foul. He'll go to the line for two. This one's going to be on Jalen McLeod. That's his first personal foul, team fourth.
He did a good job finding the only guy on the floor that's open, and that's a far away corner, and he threw it to him.
Thomas gets the first. Jerry Dennis into the game for Lamar. It's their first sub of the game with 2:58 to go. Lamar leading 10-9. Thomas gets them both. Vikings by 2 with just under 3 minutes to go. Caleb Banks brings it up for the Panthers. To Young on the left wing. Young gets Webb on the back door, nicely avoids the defender in the lane, tries to get the finger roll up. It doesn't fall, but he does draw the foul. He'll go to the line for two. That one's going to go against DeQuan Thomas. And this could be some trouble for the Vikings. Their leading scorer, DeQuan Thomas, just picked up his third foul. He's going to have to take a seat, maybe for a while.
Yeah, it is going to be a while. With almost 3 minutes left in the first period, you've got 3 fouls. You cannot afford to leave him on the floor if you want him to play the second half.
Webb knocks down the first free throw. Torrance Neal into the game for the Panthers. Robel Selassie onto the floor for Lamar. Second free throw by Webb, rims out. Rebound pulled down by Dennis. Johnson just inside the free throw line. His shot up, no good. Rebounded by Altez Davis. We're going the other way. Torrance Neal gets it into the lane, but it's going to be stolen. Thrown up and out. That was Donnell Johnson able to steal it. He tried to lob it up. Rod Young got the ball, tried to save it in bounds, but he was stepping on the line. So it'll be Vikings ball. Young and Dennis talking to each other a little bit, get the crowd into it, but nothing serious going on.
Panthers did a better job that time, all 5 hustling back defensively.
Lamar will inbound full court. Referees making sure they get everything settled down. Johnson facing the trap. Gets it across half court to Dennis. Dennis to Childs on the left side. Childs pulls it back out. Gives it to Johnson at the top of the key. Johnson takes it left wing, back up to the top of the key. Working against Banks. Left side, kicks it back to the free throw line to Lira. Up fake, drives the basket, and he gets the shot. Up fake got Davis into the air, and he was able to dribble past and knock it down. It's 13-10, Arlington Lamar, with just under 2 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Brackle's trying to get in the official's ear, won that 5-second count. They're dribbling the basketball a lot.
Caleb Banks in the right corner, three-point attempt, no good. Rebound pulled down by Childs. Panthers not able to find the basket. except for ODAs.
And the other problem is you shoot that basketball and there's nobody in a blue shirt underneath the rebound. You need some offensive rebounds.
3-point attempt by the Vikings, no good, and there's Rod Young with the rebound. Left corner 3-point attempt by Brandon Webb, and he knocks it down. Up until that shot, Norris ODAs was 4 of 6. The rest of the Panthers 0 for 6. Brandon Webb knocking it down. We're tied up 13-13 with a minute to go. Kick to the corner to Nick Lira. His 3-point attempt, no good. Rebound tracked down by Brandon Webb. Panthers are going to take it the other direction. Caleb Banks takes it across half court. Kicks it right wing. There's Brandon Webb for 3. Not there this time. Banks trying to keep it alive on the offensive board. It goes to Johnson, who throws it the length of the court to Lira, who is all by himself, lays it in, and he's going to get the foul against Rod Young. That's Rod's first personal foul, team 5th. Panthers really having a hard time staying up with the Vikings. They keep running back past them. What do you think's going on there, Coach?
Just hustle. Just flat out, you got to hustle back. That's you hate to see a foul like that. The officials look for it, and they're usually going to call it. Just a little contact underneath. But if you're going to foul the shooter, doggone you make sure the basketball never gets past his shoulders and that ball never gets a chance to go in. It's just flat out hustle, Brian. Panthers got to get back defensively. That's it.
Lira knocks down the 3-point play the old-fashioned way. It's 16-13 Lamar with 41 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Banks to Webb on the left side to Simmons at the top of the key. ODA's posting up down low. Entry pass there, but Lira able to get a hand in and poke it loose. Selassie comes up with it. Johnson now dribbling down the court, and there's Simmons finally able to slice in and get the steal. Poked out of bounds by the Vikings, but it'll still belong to the Panthers. Maybe that's a sign of some further hustle to come.
That's exactly what you're looking for, that right there.
Neal brings it up. 15 seconds to go here in the first quarter as Neal works against Childs. Here comes the trap. Neal kicks it to the right side to Brandon Webb from the right corner. 3-point attempt is good. Brandon Webb, his second 3. And that
shot is
going to count. Torrance Neal came up with the steal of the inbound pass and threw in the corner. 3-point attempt. Holy cow, 6 points in the final 10 seconds of the first quarter. It's Panthers 19, Arlington Lamar 16, and maybe the Panthers will get some energy out of that.
Boy, they should. That's a great job. Anytime you take the ball out like that, you've only got a couple seconds left. Players will get lazy with it, and sure enough they did. Torrance just reached in, stole it, turned off of 1 foot going out of bounds, and threw it up, and it went in.
So the Panthers, Norris ODAs was 4 of 6 in the first quarter of the play. The rest of the Panthers were just 3 of 9, but all 3 of them were 3-pointers, 2 by Brandon Webb, and then the buzzer beater by Torrance Neal.
And the kids, Brian, the kids have to be smart enough to take what they give them. If they're going to give us ODAs on the block, give it to him. I mean, let the big kids score 50. That's fine. Take what they give us, and right now that's where we're beating them. That's where we can beat them inside. We're just not taking advantage of that. We're trying to get our too many shots from the perimeter, and we're not getting into our transition defense. The Panthers are better playing full court, up-tempo style, get those steals and scoring off transition. That's where we get our buckets.
All right, just about ready to go here for the second quarter. Panthers going back with Webb, ODAs, McLeod, Simmons, and Neal. Lamar goes with Childs, Lira, Jerry Dennis, and Robel Selassie. Donnell Johnson brings it up against McLeod. Johnson hands off to Childs. Right side on the wing, back to Childs in the corner. Childs hands off to Johnson, and there's a steal by McLeod. Vikings getting a little sloppy with the ball. McLeod just stepped in and took it away.
Good quick hands, defensive pressure.
Kick over to the right wing to Neal. Neal surveys, kicks to the corner to Simmons, who gets it into ODAs, and there is ODAs. Count the bucket and the foul. He'll go to the line for 1.
Good job. They pass the ball to the corner. ODA screens the man responsible for the corner, so he's fighting over that screen, and that sends ODA's man out to the corner. The other one gets around, so it's 2 going to the corner, pass back into ODA's, and he scores.
That call on Robel Selassie, his first, and ODA's has proved to be unstoppable early on in this game.
And that's the way the game's playing out. Doggone, like I said, just give the ball to the big kid, let him score.
He's got 11, and with the free throw and the three-point play the old-fashioned way, call it 12, and he's only averaging 7 a game on the season. And there's a violation by the Vikings, in and out. It's going to go back to the Panthers. Panthers on a run here. That's 9 in a row.
That's just sloppy play on Lamar's part. And when you're playing a team like the Panthers, you can't afford to do something like that.
Neal inbounds to Webb. Webb back up to McLeod in the center circle. McLeod dribbles into the lane, lays off a nice pass to Simmons. Simmons not able to hold on to it. It goes out of bounds and will belong to the Vikings.
Good thought on Jalen's part. The problem is Jalen will usually shoot that little one-hander like that, and so you get used to it and you think you're not expecting that pass, and that's exactly what happened there.
Neal went for the steal on the inbound, didn't quite get it. Vikings unable to exploit that, though. They'll still bring it up. Johnson gets it across to Selassie. Childs on the left wing. Childs dribbles, gets it to the elbow, gets a shot up, no good. Odier is with the board. Good pressure there from Simmons, able to force the miss. McLeod pushes, gets it to Neal in the corner, back to McLeod, whose three-point attempt no good. Rebound pulled down by the Vikings. Stern. Johnson brings up. He's trapped by McLeod and Odier. Gets it away to Stern. Stern trying to get rid of it, but he was running before he passed it. Finally got it away, but it goes out of bounds and will belong to the Panthers. That's another one of those cases we've talked about before, Billy Jack, of the pressure.
Yes.
Although it doesn't come up with the turnover, it forces them to turn it over.
Absolutely. Lamar's fallen a little bit victim to us pushing our tempo. We're forcing them into turnovers.
Neal near the top of the key. He'll back out his dribble a little bit. High screen from Odier's. Neal takes it down the lane, kicks corner left side to McLeod. McLeod dribbles into the lane. They're going to call a foul on the floor against the Vikings. That one goes on Brandon Childs. That's his first personal foul, team 5th. Panthers will inbound the ball from underneath.
And he will inbound and watch. He'll pick one side or the other, and they've got a box set up. They'll get a double screen off that side.
Inbound goes to Neal, left corner. To Simmons. Back to McLeod coming off that screen in the left corner. He'll not take the shot. Didn't have it. Dribbles back up. High left wing. Now he takes the top of the key. Kicks right side to Webb. Webb gets it in. High post to Odier's. Odier's kicks left wing to Simmons, whose three-point attempt no good. Rebound pulled down by Webb. Quick shot, no good. Odier's with the follow. Count the basket and the foul. Once again, Odier's will go to the line for one.
Big boy's going to make a living like that. The way we're shooting the basketball, we're going to have plenty of offensive opportunities, so just sit in there and wait, get those rebounds, and go back up and score.
That's 14 for Odier's with a free throw coming. It's North Crowley 24, Arlington Lamar 16 with 5:45 to play. Free throw rims out for Odier's. That's still an 11-0 run for the Panthers. Stern, top of the key. He works against Boone, takes it down the lane, and his shot is good. Tough shot made by Stern.
Yeah, and they needed that. Lamar needed to sink that basket because they're starting to get away from him.
Neal brings it across half court. Left side, kicks over to Boone on the wing. Boone takes across, kicks right wing to Simmons. Odier's looking for it down low. Lira trying to keep him out of it. Simmons gets past his man to the lane. Shot no good, and this time they're going to get Odier's for the foul on the rebound. Good position there by Selassie.
He did. Odier's went and set the screen, rolled off of that, and when your man comes off and goes to trap or attack the basketball, then you need to attack the basket as opposed to standing there at the short corner waiting for the basketball when he had to go rebound and his man has position on him.
Jerry Dennis checks into the game for Lamar. Donnell Johnson trying to bring it up. Simmons and McLeod get the trap. He gets it out to Lyra. Lyra back to Childs, who brings it across half court. Childs takes it down.